Hi, I'm Simon Dippenaar and I'm a family lawyer. Family law encompasses much more than just divorce and child custody. We help women secure protection orders against abusive partners, for example, and help non-custodial parents maintain contact with their children. In the course of this work, we see the best and the worst of people. I've seen men step up as fathers and work hard to be involved in their child's life, even if they are no longer with the child's mother. I've also seen women overcome incredible odds to build a new life after a devastating divorce. I've seen families reunite on the brink of a breakup, having had a change of heart. But I've also seen the tragic consequences of gender-based violence. Our country and our people are being torn apart by an epidemic of violence against women and girls. The latest victim, a young woman called Olorato Mongale, was murdered by a date. A date. This was not even a woman in a relationship. Not that that is any less horrific or appalling, but there is something particularly shocking about a woman being lured into a situation purely for the purpose of taking her life. According to South African police, more than 20 women have since come forward with information about a romance dating scam. There are two suspects in Olorato's murder, one of whom was killed in a police shootout 5 days later. The other is still on the run. The women who have spoken to police claim these two men had kidnapped and robbed them after masquerading as suitors at malls across South Africa. Did they mean to kill Olorato? Or was it a robbery gone wrong? It doesn't matter. The point is that women are not safe in South Africa. Women have long found themselves trapped in abusive relationships, unable to leave either for financial reasons or in observance of social and cultural expectations. Now it seems it's not safe to go to the mall. Dating apps like Tinder stress choosing a safe public place when meeting a date for the first time. What could be more public than a shopping mall? I've called repeatedly for education of young men and boys, for interventions addressing toxic masculinity, and for an end to the scourge of violence against women. As a law firm, we speak out against gender-based violence and help women who need protection from abusive partners, often offering our services pro bono if a woman has an immediate need and no resources. But this on its own is not sufficient. We must all stand together. In April, the advocacy group Women for Change delivered a petition with 150,000 signatures to government demanding gender-based violence and femicide, GBVF, be declared a national disaster. Cameron Kasambala, the community manager at Women for Change, said this stance will then filter down to the police, the courts and hospitals. Sindiswe Chikuka, the Minister for Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, replied, the government remains fully committed to a whole-of-society multi-sectoral response to the GBVF crisis. However, she stopped short of declaring a national disaster. Meanwhile, we at ST Law continue to do our part in combating gender-based violence and femicide. I call on all South Africans to rethink societal attitudes and norms around gender roles. It is down to each and every one of us, not only the perpetrators of violence, to end this epidemic.